You are now listening to the Keith Ferrante podcast, hosted by the one and only Keith Ferrante.
Yo, Keith Ferrante here. How are you doing? I'm going to talk about my friendship book. I've been on that friendship book for a little while. We've been going through chapter 3 for these last sessions. Chapter 3 in the friendship book. You can get it on Amazon. If you don't have it, get the copy or listen to it or get an online version. Join us on the journey and comment on Amazon, by the way, if you enjoy it. Put a little comment there under the, when you purchase it. So a 5-star review, it'll help this book go out farther. I would really love that if you put a little comment. And I do read those, by the way. I read those notes. And right here, comment in the ear, wherever you're watching or listening to, if you have any questions, comments. But we've been going over the friendship chart. We're going to tidy this up today. There's 5 levels. Level 1 of the friendship chart is the lowest level, the worst level. I don't want friends. That comes from people that there's a variety of reasons why people say they don't want friends. They've been hurt, they've been wounded. Maybe they're just, they have a lot of rejection. Who knows? There's maybe some other reasons. You don't want to live at that level. You don't want to be at that level. You want to get out of that level. Level 2, I say I want friends, but I don't. That's not a great one either. But there's reasons for that. I really do want to have friendships, but once I get into it, it's like, ouch, this is too painful. I don't really want friends. I don't know if I'm really ready to go on this journey. Level 2. Okay, there's some healing that's going on when we're at level 2 person, and we should continue the pursuit to get out of that level to a level 3, which level 3 it says, I want friendship. I do. I actually embrace it if you pursue me. Now that's a better level than level 2. I receive it when it comes, but there's reasons why we need to move more into level 4, which I want to talk about right now. I pursue friendship. What does that mean? And not just one friend, but I put level 4, I pursue friendships. Like this is something I'm committed to. Why are we committed to it? I am committed to it. Keith Ferrante is committed to it. Why am I committed to it? Because I realize there's a power in it. Even why I wrote this book. I wrote this book, chapter 1. I talked about why I got into a revelation that friendship was needed for me at a different level than I was understanding friendship to be, was because it was actually a covering for me. It was a protection. It created a layer of vulnerability God wanted me to have that was actually going to bat down temptation, would actually bat down me in the midst of trials, like giving up. It would help me on so many layers, and I would help others in their journey as well. And like I am committed to friendship because I'm committed to health. I'm committed to friendship. So I'm a level 4 person on the friendship chart. Yes, it's nice when people pursue us, and it's like a freebie. It's like this person's like someone we'd want to actually be around, and they pursue us. That's like, wow, this is nice. I've done a lot of work for friends, and this person's pursuing me, and they're reaching out, and they're texting me, they're calling me. That's awesome. But you know what? It's even better when you pursue them back, or you pursue people maybe that aren't pursuing you. Like you're looking around, just like Jesus. Like there's a treasure. He said the kingdom of God is like a treasure that was hidden in a field, and someone went in pursuit of it. And they bought the field, they hid the treasure, they bought the field, and then they went and found it and they dug it up. Like friendship is a treasure that you should pursue, just like the kingdom is a treasure. And by the way, John 15, Jesus says, I don't call you servant, I call you friend. Everything I've learned from the Father I've made known to you. In friendship, not only with God, but with people, there is this depth of insight. Everything that is known gets known to you. You think about it, I pursue friendships not for the greedy motives of what I can get from somebody. Like, oh, that's a business person. Let me be their friend and get all their wealth nuggets. No, I pursue friends because I need a heart connection. I need my heart to be known, their heart to be known. I'm looking for friends that I am going to value at a peer level, and that I am going to receive at a peer level. A friend is someone that you're receiving at a peer level. You could be vulnerable to them. They could be vulnerable to you. It's not just, sometimes people understand this. It's like someone I'm mentoring and we say they're my friend. No, that's a one-sided friendship. Like I'm mentoring them. Now, if maybe like your own kids, say for instance, your own kids, like I am my kid's father. They're someone that I have tried to help raise up and correct, direct, instruct, encourage, celebrate, champion. As a father, that is what I am to them as my son and daughter. Now, as they grow up and as they get more mature and they're getting now into their mid-20s, then more friendship begins to emerge. There's still father there, but the friendship begins to grow where I enjoy processing with them just stuff that I'm going through. They process with me. Now, there's still times that I move into father mode, and I'm still clearly father, but the distance in the friendship begins to kind of come up. And that's what you want with your kids. The same thing with a spiritual son or daughter. As you mature together, it should become a little bit more friend. It could eventually become, there could be the invitation of that. Or it could just stay clearly in mentor category the whole time. But I am always looking to, if there's an equality there in mutual exchange, giving and receiving, I am always open for a relationship to become that. I don't need to keep it in the category of son, father, or daughter, father all the time, but it's more of a recognition. Okay, you recognizing where that relationship is and what would be best for that. Now, some people, okay, I'm talking about level 4, pursuing friendships. I am committed to pursuing friends. Now, some people are starting to catch wind of that. Oh, Keith is a friend that is available. And I appreciate that they then decide to pursue me. That's great. I want to pursue Keith. That's great because mutual pursuit is required to have a close friendship. But sometimes somebody is pursuing me and wanting to put me in the friendship category when in reality, they need to put me in the mentor category. They need to put me in the father-son, father-daughter category, but they want to put me in the friendship category. Why? Because friendship feels to them safer. They can bring down the scariness of what father actually, the connotations of father does for them, where there's too much wounding around father. So it's like, hey, let's just be friends. So I, as the one that have to navigate my own friendships and are responsible for those who I consider friend and call them friend, if someone wants to be my friend that actually should be in more of a son, daughter, mentor category, mentee category, I have to be courageous enough to say, hey, I know you want friendship, but it would actually be to your benefit to receive me more as a mentor. And honestly, that you have to decide if you are going to have the conversation where you say, I don't know if friendship is what I can offer you right now. That's a risk. If someone wants to be your friend and they have a wound with a father, so they don't want to call you a father, mentor, consultant, whatever it is, say, hey, I just want to be a friend. What they're saying is, I'm not ready for the input that you have to give me, but I just want to be friend. I want something from you. You have to decide if you have the grace to be their friend, even though you can tell they need me more as a mentor. You guys see what I'm saying here? Like in the pursuit of friendship, when we begin to become healthy, level 4, what is level 4? I am pursuing the friends that I want. What's a level 5, which is the highest level on the friendship chart? You have learned the culture of friendship. See, I'm kind of dipping into the culture of friendship right now and what I'm talking about. If you're going to become level 4, which means I pursue friends. I'm not just waiting for friends to come, think, oh, nobody wants me. Nobody cares about me. No, I'm pursuing because I know my heart needs it. I know different areas of my heart need it. And I've got some best friends, but I also know I need more than that. I have a best friend. I have my wife, which is my close friend as a spouse. Best friend as a spouse. I got my best friend, Pedro, but I have some other long-term friends. But I'm like, I know that I need some other layers of friendship. There's a lot of backed up conversation here that needs vetting I need people to help vet these different layers of me. And people have their own packed up that need me for them. I'm in pursuit of those that are a part of my journey that have grace for me. And I'm looking for those that are also going to pursue me. And so to become that person, you begin to move into a level 5, a culture of friendship. You begin to actually have a culture of friendship. I think the difference between level 4 and level 5 is I'm pursuing friendship. I may not have it really rich friendships all around me yet. Level 5 is I'm pursuing these different layers. This person's a friend that's a neighbor. This is a friend that's more of a ministry to me. I'm ministering to them in a friendly way. So they consider me friend, but I might not put them in my friend category, but I put in their friend category. Like those are valid. Okay, like there's all these layers. Someone might put me in friend category, but I am actually more of a mentor to them. I wouldn't put them in friend category. And what does that mean? So that could feel like a little bit of a elitism. No. Jesus did not give the level of vulnerability to Mary Magdalene that he had driven 7 demons out of. That she was very endeared to him. She's followed him around and supported him. He loved her and he valued her. But he didn't put her in the same category as Jesus and John the Beloved. He let John lay on his chest. He shared stuff to John that even Peter had to say, hey, what's Jesus saying? Like, Jesus and John had a closeness that Jesus and Mary Magdalene did not have. It doesn't mean Jesus wasn't committed to loving everybody as God. I love everybody. But as a human, he had layers of friends. I love everybody, but this person's getting closer to me. They're going to get a little bit more. Jesus took the 3 places he didn't take the 12. He took the 3 and said, I'm going to die. And he let him see him wrestling through, and he's dripping drops of blood. The 3 saw him in the Garden of Gethsemane. The 12 didn't see him in that. So he had layers of what he let people see his heart. That is a wise friend. That is not an elitism. Anyone can access all the layers of me if they meet the requirements of the closer layers. The John the Beloved. Now I'm kind of sneaking into. Now I'm mixing into my next category, my friendship chart in chapter 4. But I'm kind of mixing these, so I hope you can catch this, catch the heartbeat of what I'm saying. If you're going to be the kind of person though that is at a level of 5, you have built a culture of friendship. You have to know who's your Mary Magdalene. You have to know who's your John the Beloved. And you have to know that those levels can change. A Mary Magdalene could actually become one of the 3 if they met they checked more of the boxes of what allowed you to let your guard down towards them in other areas. Like you might love a Mary Magdalene, like in the kingdom, like this person is a committed person in your life because you have helped them get free. But would you go on a vacation with Mary Magdalene? So, what friend would you take on a vacation with? And let's hang out with our shirts off, if you're a guy, of course, or if you're in your bathing suit with a lady. Like, who would you go to the spa with? Who would you be hanging out on the beach with? Who would you go hiking with for 3 days and go in a tent with? Who are you going to go to that level of intimacy? There's people that would have to be at a closer level than someone that's out here to go deeper and deeper. The more you understand those layers, the more you begin to build a culture of friendship. That's what we're after, to be a level 5 person. They are rich in friends. They have groups of friends. These are my guy friends. We hang out, we have fun, we watch football. Okay, I have a group of guy friends, we have fun. Then there's the best friend that I share the depths of my heart with. Then there's these 3 that we can pray together, we can do a lot of stuff with, but maybe I wouldn't share my deepest temptations with these 3. But I'd share it with the one. I would share it with my wife, I'd share it with this person. So you have learned to have friends on all the levels. You begin to move into the level 5 of this, a to that level of 5, you have to be a level 4 first. I pursue friendships. I pursue friendships, and if there's rejection and people don't get me, I keep going. If I go too deep and people get scared of me and so they push away because I'm too deep, I'm too vulnerable, I'm sharing too much, it's scary to them, then I learn and I grow. It's like, okay, that was too deep. Let me learn to go a little bit more shallow conversationally with these people at first. And let's start at a shallow level of friendship and let's see if we can get a little bit closer. I keep growing because I am committed, level 4. I'm committed to pursuing friendships, even if I do it wrong. Even if someone rejects me, I'm going to get over that because I need this. You need to get to this level of level 4 pursuit. Remember, level 3 is, yes, I welcome friends if they pursue me. I'm not yet a pursuer, but if they come, it's like, yay. Level 2, I say I want friends, but once it gets into the work of friendship, I'm out. Level 1, I don't want friendship. I'm too wounded. Whatever reason, I just don't want it. I don't want to go on this journey. I put a brick wall up to people's getting into my heart. Like, these are the 5 levels, guys. You're going to get a lot deeper in these if you read the book. Get the book, Friendship, right on Amazon. And wherever you're at on these 5 levels, be in the pursuit. I want you to be a level 4, pursue friendship. I want you to get to a level 5, building a culture of rich friendships at so many different layers. And guys, I'm going to pray you out today, and wherever you're at, and put it in the comments where you're at. Let us know. Are you a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5? And where you can grow. Put it in the comments. Let's engage in this. And if you have any questions, put those in the conversation as well. And let me just pray for you, for your heart. If you're at a lower level and you want to come up higher, let me pray. Lord, I pray for healing for every person that's in this journey of friendship. We're all in the journey. We've all been rejected. We've hurt people. We've been hurt. Lord, we just pray that we just want to release our judgments towards others. Forgive me for judging people, for incorrectly operating in the friendship journey with me. Let's forgive people. If God shows you someone, just say, I forgive them. If they hurt you, maybe you were betrayed, I forgive them. If you were too vulnerable and it didn't work out well, then you need to say, Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry, Lord, that I misunderstood this. And I give myself grace, and I receive grace from the throne to keep going on the journey of friendship, even where I fell short. I just give myself permission to get back up again, even if I messed it up with friends. I forgive people that messed up with me, and I give them mercy for where they fell short. And I pray, Lord, that you would give each one of us grace to continue this journey until we become pursuers of friends, level 4 people, and we become level 5 people that actually have an amazing culture of friendship. So I pray grace on everybody, healing on everyone's heart, and rich friendships for each person in Jesus' name. Hey, thanks for being on the journey. I hope this has been a blessing to you. If it is, share it with someone so they can be blessed by this. And we will talk to